Yo, it's Joe and welcome to another video. Today we're going to be continuing on to episode 3, Rise of the Dead Teens, Fantasy High. The last episode ended crazy and I'm excited to see what we got going on for this one. So, yeah, let's get in there.
You fucking brained this old lady across the back of the head.
Yeah, bro. Poor,
Sorry.
Doreen.
Trust the faculty.
You rip Riz.
You
out
know,
of
it's
there.
crazy
Oh,
too.
yeah.
They say don't
A
trust the faculty,
slimy piece of parchment
but the
falls
faculty
out
helped
of
bring
his
a couple of the
hand,
students back to life
Okay,
in a
try to
very
shoot it out
weird
of her
way.
hand.
Maybe they can be trusted. We'll see.
Doug's dead.
Oh my god. Did I die?
Full dead, yeah.
Yeah, full dead. Okay.
Life for a life. Hey, Mr. Gibbons.
Principal Eggfort takes out a gun and shoots Mr. Gibbons in the head. Bam! And shoots himself in the head. Gorgog and Kristen, you come back to life. What the fuck?
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy.
Last we left off, our intrepid adventurers, we're in a real spot. But you know what? We're gonna take a little dip away from Elmville for a second.
Where are we going?
Mists, Kristen, you approach yellow gates of corn, and wheat, and waving grasses. An endless expanse of heavenly heights unfolds before you. Angels in polo shirts and with nice coiffed hair wave
What?
merrily at you as they fly by, and the celestial choirs sing with heavenly joy. You approach the gates.
I would think that the
having
angels
passed
would be
from
wearing
this mortal
flannels,
world,
but
and you hear
hey.
a warm voice beside you. Oh, my sweet girl, to behold the heavenly heights. And a warm hand rests on your shoulder, and you see Arthur Eggfort standing next to you. He smiles and looks at you, his little purple coat. He
what?
says, well, it seems that you had lived a very holy life and had arrived at your
He's
final
like, now we're
resting
gonna
place.
switch.
But I'm afraid your work is not done. I'm going to crawl into your backpack, and if you can just go ahead and walk through the gates, they're going to straighten all this out.
What?
You're
He
going to-
unzips your backpack and just starts to
No.
crawl in.
What the
It's all
fuck?
good. Just walk in.
What? It's
Don't-
all good.
It's all good. You see his face peering out from the backpack as he zips it closed. It's all good. Just walk in there and we're good.
How big is he?
So, yeah, first of all, how big is he? That's what I want to know. And then also, it's weird he's telling her to walk towards the gates. I don't know. Normally, you walk away from the gates. So it's a little confusing. This guy's got to be like a foot tall.
Is he like
He's a full
tiny,
human-sized
like
man.
Voldemort? Okay.
No,
He's a
full
full human-sized man and he just crawls in there.
human-sized dude. He just gets in there.
Okay, all right.
And you
Cool.
just want me to walk through the gates?
Walk in there and everything will sort itself out. Just go ahead and go in there.
Why? Okay,
As you walk
this
through
is
the gates,
crazy
You
already.
see that the figure of Helio himself, a bag
Oh,
of corn kernels at his side, long flowing beard. He looks at you. Wow, Kristen, it's so good to see you. I've known you your whole life, but now you get to see me face to face. This is great.
Whoa.
You see, he gives you the big hug. It's the warmest.
that's kind of that's kind of fire. She gets to meet her own deity.
As he's
That's kind
hugging
of
you, you
fire.
feel your backpack jiggling around. You see, he's clearly got his eyes closed in the hug. You feel Arthur slip out of the backpack now that he has passed the threshold of heaven.
What is he about to do?
Shh, don't tell anybody. And winks and sprints into heaven as fast as he can.
So he snuck in. So he wasn't gonna get in there by himself. He had to sneak in. I see. I see. That's stupid. That's so stupid, but it's funny.
He was so fast.
You see, Helio looks up and says, "What? What are you talking about?"
Oh, I was mentally saying goodbye to
Yeah,
a
dude,
friend I
you
was
can't blow his
remembering.
cover, right? He said don't
Here's
tell
the
anybody.
thing, Kristen. We checked. It's not your time. You have more work to do.
Oh my god.
So this
I know you're gonna do
So
it.
this happened in the split second of him blowing his brains out and her coming back to life. I guess this whole thing happened.
Great job.
That's crazy.
I care about you, and what's more, I know that you care about your new friends, and I think that's cool as hell.
Thanks.
Hey, go knock them out down there.
This
Hey,
dude
can
is
I ask you
mad
Yeah,
chill.
Why is there so much suffering in the world?
Later. And you
That's great. That's great. You know, he's like, and with that, I'm gonna send your ass back. That's crazy.
You are vanished and snap into your blood-covered body on the floor of the cafeteria.
It's so weird that you lied to Helio. You lied to your god.
I finessed the truth. I don't know if
She just
Helio
omitted
is as
something,
smart.
that's all,
I
you know.
need another god, maybe.
Now we're going to go to another place real quick. Gorga, you snap into not wakefulness, but some strange pale consciousness, and you behold a dim forest stretching out around you.
Oh no.
What the hell?
Leaves fall with a shriek and a whimper, and blood runs from the bark of this strange forest.
Try to catch a leaf.
It slices your hand.
What the? Where is he?
You look through your hand to see the ground beneath it.
What?
You hear a voice next to you as the leaves part, and the spectral figure of Mr. Gibbons stands
The
up.
fuck?
Wow. Some really powerful feelings here.
Okay,
What
Owen
happened?
Wilson. Wow.
Well, I don't.
Why are you here?
Yeah, what the fuck? I mean, I
last
know
thing
why
I
he's
saw,
here,
my
but why is
boss
he in this place?
murdered me. And there's a lot of powerful feelings there. His eyes start to glow a little red. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think it's gonna take me.
So is this like a representation of like suppressed rage? Because we know that Gorguk here gets pretty upset, but he tries to keep it, suppress it. And I feel the same thing with Mr. Gibbons here. He tries to be mad chill, but I think his repressed emotions of just being shot by a fellow faculty member is gonna get to him a little bit. I think that that's what this place is like everything around is just like rage and like it'll hurt you. It's like very vicious, ferocious. I'm assuming that that's what this plane is, because I was gonna say, is this like hell, but I don't think so. I think whatever your place is, or I guess your deepest emotion, whatever may be, that's where you get brought to, which is why Kristen was brought to Helio. I don't know. That's what I'm thinking.
Me a while to process these feelings. Yeah, I think I have some unfinished
Oh, shit.
business.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
You're looking
I
awful.
need to have a little talk.
Oh no, he's about to come back.
Running.
You snap awake in your body on the cafeteria floor.
My god, he's gonna haunt you forever.
That's crazy.
Uh,
I mean, he's not the one who
are
did it
looking
though.
At a Fabian that is completely covered in boiling, steaming corn. Riz, who is likewise covered in not as steaming corn, but corn nonetheless, and some like partially formed corn gremlins. And he's got a smoking arquebus. Fig, you come up from the floor covered in tuna surprise, with blood coming out of your nose, the sound of your father's
Tuna
distant
surprise.
motorcycle far away. And you see that Adine is the only one covered in someone else's blood. The sleeves of her coat shorn off, holding a bent
Yo,
ladle
poor
with a chunk
Doreen, bro.
of tooth and gore
Poor
hanging off of her
Doreen.
jawline. And you guys are in the cafeteria. So, what do you do?
I
what?
run over.
Okay.
What is going on? Where is Doreen? She'll save us all. Is she safe?
No, she won't.
I died.
Yeah, let's get Doreen.
Issues
It
are
was a
pretty
murder
bad, right?
Suicide situation.
I
Doreen
died.
is dead.
What?
You died.
I died.
You died.
You died, and you also died.
They
Oh,
came in. They had a sort of a rising phoenix situation with some sort of egg that came open, and yeah, big guy shot little guy, shot himself, dead.
That's
Brought you guys back.
so
But the little
cool.
guy
I'm
isn't
so
even
pissed I
little,
missed
according to
it.
Brennan.
Mr. Gibbons?
Killed.
That's awesome.
I killed
All right,
Doreen,
actually-
but I didn't mean to. She was attacking me.
No, not really.
And
Hold
then
on.
she came back to herself right
I'm
at the
wrong.
end and gave a really, really intense speech about how it's my fault and I'm gonna be haunted by it for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that shit was crazy,
Said
bro.
something
The
about how
emotional
the
damage
faculty
was
in on this somehow.
critical
We got
on that.
to talk to the cops before another teacher sees, because if another teacher sees this, they might be in on this. They might.
And
be-
guys-
They might put this on. We need to
That's what
hide,
Doreen
I
said.
think, and get cleaned up.
You guys,
Well, I don't know if we
this-
should hide.
you guys, this is exactly what teenagers have suspected all along. Adults are the bad ones.
Yeah, we can't go to the cops. What if the cops are in on it as
Stupid.
well?
Yeah.
The cops are not in on it. My mom's a cop, and she's cool.
Your mom's
Yeah,
a
how
cop?
old
mom's
is
a
she?
cop.
Mom's a
Is she 19 or under?
No.
Then I don't trust her.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Can I kind of look around and see how? Is there any sign that the Phoenix thing happened? Like, is the egg still there? Is anything there?
Everything that would have helped to explain your situation has largely disappeared or vanished.
Where's
Now-
Doreen's body?
What the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah, so
Doreen-
where are the
bodies
bodies?
Dead bodies are there. So here's what's
Okay.
there. Doreen's body is there. There's a lot of cream corn everywhere.
It got real messy.
There's some
Uh-huh.
smashed barrels. Both there's some in the pantry and some back in the kitchen. There's a lot of corn cobs that are freakishly large, but no longer animated. And also, Arthur Eggfort's gun is there. There is no phoenix egg.
Can
There
I pick
is-
up the gun?
Don't touch the gun.
I was gonna say, don't pick up the gun. Her character would pick up the gun too. It's like, oh, cool, a gun. Fits the character perfectly. She's doing a really good job playing her role. Everybody is. I've said it before. Say it again. They're all doing a really good job at their roles and acting like what their characters would do. But are the bodies of the principal and the other guy there though? Because he said the bodies are there, but there's no egg. So it's gonna look like, I mean, at the very worst, if nobody touches the gun, it'll just look like the principal shot Mr. Gibbons, the counselor. So, or the vice
touch
principal.
anything.
Are the bodies of Eggfort
I'm
and...
just saying it's so rock and roll to have a gun.
Wait,
Don't
I
touch
guess
the gun.
it's
I
not.
have a gun. I'll
I
let
guess
you.
it's
hold
That's
my
what I'm
gun
saying,
later.
exactly.
Please don't
I
touch
saw
this gun.
Mr. Gibbons.
I think I smuggled Mr. Eggfort into heaven.
Oh my God.
My
That's a good
fingerprints are
I
all
know.
over this murder weapon.
Honestly,
can
I'm
I-
pro coyote,
You
so I
went
was
to
happy
heaven?
to smuggle. Yeah, I met God, and it was really disappointing.
He was mad chill. What do you
I
mean?
went to hell, and or just with the whatever that.
So yeah,
you call
was it
that.
hell?
Mr.
I don't
Gibbons
know.
went to hell?
Yeah, and he started turning into like well, it's fine now, but I cut my hand and I could
I'd
see
say
through-
maybe
and
that's
then
like
Mr. Gibbons was
purgatory
like
or something. I don't know.
He
I
said he had
wouldn't say.
unfinished business. and
Yeah,
then
because he had
became
unfinished
like a demon.
business.
Wait, demons are a cool thing.
I would think it's more purgatory, but sure.
We have.
Okay.
I am not going to stand here
we need
over
to
these
go.
two men's dead bodies. All right. I'm going to go get that dragon man. All right. I don't. He's fine.
What if he's?
What if he's in on it?
Yeah. What if he's in on it?
We
Oh
can't
my
trust
God.
any adults.
The only one
I
we
think-
could trust was Doreen.
My parents are gonna kill me.
Speaking of
Last
which,
of our words.
I
Your
need to
parents
remember
are
Doreen
gonna
the
kill
way that
you.
I know she would want to be remembered. So I take her hairnet and I make some sick what do you call those fucking tights?
Nobody fucking cares. All right.
I make some sick fishnet tights.
Okay,
Doreen, I'll never forget you.
For like
You
one
gotta
leg.
not
That's
touch the body.
mad funny.
It's not enough fabric.
She burned your face.
Go ahead and give me a. We'll call this a crafts, like an
Oh my
intelligence
God.
check.
Oh, okay.
Are we all just standing here watching? So.
That's gonna be a 17.
It looks fucking dope.
Yeah, that's fire, bro. That's fire. That's a good idea.
Honestly.
I will say that I forget what her name is. The actress here, she's very witty. She comes up with a lot of interesting conversational, like in the conversations, interesting things to say, but also like thinks of like really fun things to do. Like what would be a fun thing for this character to do that would affect the plot in a fun way. I think she does a good job.
Agreed. They look fantastic, but that's not important
Wait,
right now.
is there anything left of that little rune paper that I shot?
Oh shit.
Okay.
Damn.
If not,
Okay.
if we don't go to his mom, where do
Can I
we
do
want
any
to
kind
go?
of
wanna
investigation
do
check
about-
to see what I would think if I was like a cop? Like,
Yeah.
what the survey the scene?
Go ahead and make an investigate check.
Cool. 12.
You look around.
That might be
the
pretty decent at
space.
this level, I
You
guess.
see that there is the big corn ooze. What you think about this as basics for a cop is Arthur Eggfort's wound looks self-administered, right? And the wound Mr. Gibbons will be traceable to Arthur Eggfort's gun. Something confusing happened here that doesn't look like 6 kids did this whole thing.
Right.
You also,
Okay, so maybe that'll help.
discover, what you think is like the source.
You would
of-
also think like the other teachers in this faculty are strong enough, or at least know enough to see that these kids couldn't have done this. At least I would think so. Especially now, based off of what Brennan is saying, I think that they would be in the clear as long as they don't touch anything.
of like where the corn ooze came from. There is one barrel, not in the pantry where it was headed towards, but in the back of the kitchen. There's one barrel that it looked like it crawled out of.
Oh, can I go investigate what's in there?
Yeah. If you want to go investigate, absolutely.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna use thaumaturgy to like open it, so I'm like I don't have to be near
It's actually
it.
already open. The barrel was. It looked like the barrel that Doreen was serving out of.
Oh,
earlier
can
that day.
we?
Can I cast detect magic on that barrel?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, good idea, good
I cast
idea.
detect magic on the barrel.
Adine's eyes glow brilliant blue. You detect a little trace of a mage hand spell. And the mage hand spell comes from a young elven caster who's you. This was the barrel you lifted Kristen's book out of at lunch earlier today.
Oh, but the book is a crazy book, right? So it probably corrupted stuff. Yep.
So
I'm in
that
so much
jerk?
trouble. How is it possible that the only spell that's been on this is my spell?
I will say, that's the first thing you detect. Looking further at it, you see any wizard is going to be able to see all kinds of insane shadow / infernal demonic magic that occurred here. Right? So while the physical evidence of the ooze is gone, clearly some powerful dark magic has some residue. However, that will fade over the next hour or two.
So there. Okay, so we can't like scoop a
So
little.
it
Oh,
might have
shit,
been a
okay.
cursed thing of corn, and then that jerk threw my Bible into it,
Yeah.
and that aggravated it.
Yeah, or maybe there was something in your Bible that
I would think
aggravated
there's
it.
something in the Bible, yeah.
Or maybe the jock threw something in
Your
with your
Bible
Bible.
has all this stuff about corn.
True.
It does have all
I
this
think
stuff
we should
about
set your
corn.
Bible on fire.
I think that
That's crazy. Wow, okay.
we need to get a
think we
teacher
should
very
call my
quickly.
mom. I don't think we
Okay.
should
I
get a
am with
teacher.
this
No,
one.
no, no.
I'm going to go get a teacher.
Why would you
I'm
get a teacher?
going to
No,
go
no,
get a-
no,
I'm going to go get a
faculty.
teacher.
Why would
all
you
right?
get a
No, all right.
We need
Let's have a
someone,
vote.
No, we need someone who is cool, not a teacher,
Guys,
My mom's
not
cool.
affiliated with the school.
My mom is
have
cool.
an in with
Within
an
an
adult.
hour.
I have an in with an adult that I think I can manipulate.
Who?
That's crazy.
Vice Principal Goldenrod.
Fantastic. Let's go get him.
He's. Let's just. I really don't think we're
Why
going to
don't we
agree.
just call the cops?
Let's
No,
just.
we haven't.
No,
Guys,
We do only have
I
an
mean,
hour.
I
All
would
right, I'm
think
with-
they said just not to trust the faculty, right? So you would think that they should be able to trust the cops, right? I mean, and it's clear based on what Brennan said that they didn't do this. There was something else that happened. That's what I think, anyways.
with the cop mom idea.
Let's just go
I don't think that's a
home
bad
and talk
idea.
about it tomorrow.
No,
There's
Yeah,
nothing
especially his
happening.
mom. His
No,
mom would be on
we need
their
to be more
side.
proactive
This
than
is
that.
the worst
And
idea.
she's got
I don't
connections.
wanna go
You
get
all
all
agree
agree
that
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 is
is
a bad idea.
Yes.
Oh man.
Wait, can we study any of this stuff ourselves?
I mean,
can
we
you
figured
guys
out
take a
everything
look?
there is
I
to
think
know.
that we should get the vice principal.
Guys,
I
there
don't,
are-
I don't think
Go.
it's him. I don't think he's the bad guy.
There are girls disappearing from this school. My mom has been investigating it.
But not very well. You guys haven't solved a thing about
Alright, let's
those
vote.
She's
disappearances.
working on it.
Fine.
I vote that we go somewhere else to talk about this, so we're away from the crime
then
scene.
We don't
Be
have time. We have
implicated
an
in the
hour
crime.
before all of these spells will
I'm
disappear,
with
and then
I
they'll think
switched
that I did
teams
it.
to the vice principal
Vice
idea.
principal.
Vice principal.
Your mom.
Okay. Vice principal.
No
Four
time
for vice
for
principal.
your mama jokes.
I walk out of there and two wherever I best believe the vice principal may be.
Okay. I'm coming
Fabian
with
strides out of the cafeteria. You walk out covered head to toe in corn.
Hell yes.
And you
Oh,
walk
that's
onto the
gonna
lawn.
implicate
You
us.
see, you pass sort of like a gentle breeze. There's some birds singing. You see that Vice Principal Goldenhorn is out under a statue of Arthur Eggfort talking to a bunch of young adventurers. You see, he goes, well, that's marvelous. A group of young freshmen forming their own first adventuring party. I remember my first adventuring party.
Mr. Goldenhorn.
Hey, buddy, we got some news,
Kindly
brother.
follow me to the cafeteria.
Mr.
If you could
Seacaster,
please
you're
follow me to the.
covered.
I start walking back to the cafeteria.
All right, one moment.
Hey, Golden
Why
Rod.
are you
I mean, you
not
see a guy
paying
covered in
attention?
corn
You
like
should
that.
be paying attention. And you,
I'm
you
gonna
actually
follow
have
to
quite
see what
spent-
happened.
We can
That's just
explain
me.
everything to you once you
All
finish
right, well,
following us,
there's
please.
certainly some explaining to do.
All right, fantastic.
He strides along with you, looking very officious and pompous. And he comes into the cafeteria. He looks into the room, sees Arthur and sees Mr. Gibbons and Doreen. He goes,
Okay, all right. So he does see them. They're there. I hope that he's gonna be able to figure out that it wasn't them that did this.
and you see fire crackling in his mouth, and he, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. All right, what happened? What happened? Are we in danger?
Well, yeah,
Is
one
there-
hell of a
whoever
vice
did this
principal
still
you are, by
loose?
the way. There's a full ass like battle to the death going on, and you don't know nothing. That's crazy.
We don't know what happened, but there was a
Or maybe you
scream, and then
do.
the lunch lady went crazy, and
Maybe he's
there was
in on
something
it.
in her eyes that
Well, you
was
know, we don't
demonic
know.
in some way. She was possessed, I think. And
It
then
all started with one barrel of cream corn. And
Yes,
it's right
yes,
here.
There's
this-
runes
this-
in the corn barrel, and some monster came out of it and possessed the lunch lady who attacked us
And we
along with the
both
monster.
died. And then Arthur killed.
Use the
The
last
rising
phoenix
rising
egg.
phoenix. He had a phoenix egg.
The what? He had a phoenix egg?
He had a phoenix egg, and then he shot.
There's only one of the phoenixes famously don't lay eggs. They
That's
die and turn into
crazy.
ash.
So that was the
That's
last
the
one.
number one thing about
I don't
phoenixes.
fucking know what you want us to tell you, all right? We just told you what the fuck
I'm
happened.
scrambling to figure out this is.
Well, they were dead. They were killed
We
by
died.
the.
We
were
died.
dead. You two students
I
died.
got
on the
Arthur
first.
into heaven.
Yeah,
What?
two students died, and you didn't know
Okay,
anything.
man.
I got
You're-
Arthur into heaven.
You're kind of freaking out, so
Yeah,
maybe
look,
do you
look.
want?
I am not. I'm a disciplinarian. You obviously have been through something traumatic. We're going to get Mr. Gibbons. He's going to talk.
Mr. Gibbons is dead.
He's right
Why?
there. He's dead.
What
dead.
happened?
Arthur
Oh
shot
no!
him, and then Arthur shot himself to save us.
Principal Eggfort shot the guidance counselor in the head?
Yes.
And then himself.
And then I think
Yes.
Mr. Gibbons became a monster. You don't need to
Honestly,
tell him
I
about
was.
that.
I
To be
was-
Can I
clear.
pull Riz aside? Riz, I'm sorry. I think I did this wrong. You should
yes,
go
no,
get your
this-
mother.
he's just gonna be a middleman.
Yeah, this is bad.
Okay, okay. Well, listen. There is a protocol for these.
Oh, we
things.
have a protocol.
We are
Let's hear
going
it.
to call the police. So.
Great.
I don't
No.
think that that's going to be a bad thing. That the
You-
kids,
oh,
I
you-
understand they're
you see that
kids.
he,
They don't trust authority,
yells out
you
the
know,
door. He
but
says,
still.
Police.
You don't call it. I don't
We've
have their
got a
individual
police.
numbers.
We have his mom's
We
number.
could have called my mom.
Oh, don't be spiteful.
Yeah, please don't be spiteful.
Please don't be spiteful right now.
Feels like you shouldn't be
You're on-
spiteful. I wasn't. You're on my side. But I still feel like you shouldn't be spiteful.
That's enough of everyone! This is a tragedy. You see, he says, I need some faculty in here for these children.
Oh, nah, bro. Nah, we don't need any other faculty, dog. You can keep them all out of this, all right?
Lady
can't
right
get
before
faculty
she,
involved.
while she was trying to kill us, as she died, she said that somebody on the faculty was involved.
You see, he says, we're involved with. This is enough. All of you,
You come with me right now. You, the 6 of you, come with me right now. You come here. And he strides down the hallway. You see that a couple other members of the faculty approach. You see that there's a huge, rocky-looking barbarian. This guy.
Can I try to hide to make sure that the faculty doesn't try to clear up the crime scene?
Yeah, go ahead and
try to
check.
hide as I'm walking with the thing.
That's actually a good idea.
14. Stealth.
Did you do it? Did you do
okay. So you hide in the cafeteria.
it? Fire. Okay.
You see, he looks at them too. You see, he says, very well. You see, he says, Porter, Jace, you will stay in there. Make sure no students go in. The big rock guy with the war.
So Porter is the barbarian teacher. Okay. And who is Jace?
Take a look. And you see that the half-elf sort of sorcerer-looking guy
Oh,
says,
he is a sorcery quote-unquote teacher? That doesn't sound promising. Okay.
okay, is there a problem? Is something kind of going that doesn't... And he looks in and sees the bodies and goes, oh my God! Screams, they rush in.
What was the reaction of the other guy?
The rock guy?
The rock guy.
Make an insight check.
Oh boy, and we got the tense music playing.
It's gonna be so good. That's gonna be a 20, not nat, but
Okay, that's great. We got it. We got it.
The Earth Genasi, the barbarian, kind of rocky-looking guy, doesn't look surprised.
Oh.
You see,
oh. Maybe he was in on the corn fight. Question mark.
they both walk in there. You see Golden Horde says, "You with me right now." And he walks to a small classroom that's empty because the school's been let out. Opens it up, walks in, closes the door behind him, and he goes, all right. Mr. Gibbons is dead. Listen, are you all right? You did the right thing by...
That being said, even more detention. Watch, something like that's gonna happen.
Well, in the future, feel free to call the police, but you did the right thing, going and finding an adult. Did you defeat the monster? Is that why you died? You died in combat?
Yes, all of us did. We were all alive the whole time, and we all contributed to the battle.
I was killed by a piece of corn that came to life.
I was eaten by a piece of corn, swallowed by a corn monster.
I did lots of moves
Corn
and
cute.
spells and stuff. I was a
You
really big
died-
part of the
you
battle.
died out
I
immediately.
don't know. She's dead.
No, I
She
don't
died.
You actually never
But that's not-
fully died.
Yeah, I remember that.
See, he says, well, I want you to know that I'm very sorry that this has happened. This is
Yeah, a traumatizing event. I would say, bro, imagine being swallowed by a corn monster, dog. Hell no.
to know that you are in good company. All right. I remember the first time I died and was brought back to life.
What?
What?
Where did you go?
Where did I go?
When you were
Yeah, what
dead,
was it
what did
like?
you...
I saw a vision of an endless plain of gold, and I was swimming in it like it was water.
Yeah, I really think that it's like whatever you're feeling, whatever your thoughts are, whatever you want the most, I guess, or whatever you feel the most, whatever. It can either be really good for you or really bad for you, depending on that like theme. I think that's what happens in this universe.
It's very different than what I experienced.
The platinum dragon Bahamut soared overhead. He said, "You've been good, Golden Horde. You have as many coins as you want." And my mom...
All you want is coins?
All right, you went to hell, okay?
You clearly went.
I think
It's not...
I don't...
And gold is a very spiritual thing for my people.
It is
It's not a-
actually. Gold is like
I
big for
saw a
dragons.
horrible
It's like their
place
whole
Mr.
lore.
Gibbons was there.
Anything
and it
shiny.
felt
Mr.
like-
Gibbons was in
You
hell?
don't need to.
He's our guidance counselor.
He's... I guess
Going
he's...
to hell is honestly the most embarrassing thing.
Please
and
don't.
you're
Hey,
embarrassing.
leave him alone. If I went somewhere and there was a bunch of skeletons, I'd make a party of it.
I just don't like that kind of stuff.
What did she say?
I don't know.
Like if I went somewhere that was scary,
Professor
wouldn't
Goldenhorn,
necessarily be
please
help.
don't tell my dad.
I mean, you know for sure I have to tell your dad.
Damn.
You spent
And that whole
weeks with
family
me.
is gonna
She
be
was really
mighty
heroic.
traumatized and
Okay,
upset, and they're gonna feel hella
heroic.
vindicated.
Tell him that she
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 killed
did
the
a
lunch
great job.
lady.
He just won't get.
She did kill the lunch lady. All right, guys. So that was my reaction to the first part of the episode. I just cut it off a little bit shorter. I want to try to cut these down to more manageable sizes, considering how busy I can get sometimes. But yeah, if you made it this far, please leave a like, maybe even subscribe. And if you are a subscriber and you're not a channel member, for just $1, it's a great way to support me for just $1. And you can see stuff like this early. It's a win-win. I'd really appreciate it if you considered it. But anyways, I'm gonna get on to my thoughts on this part, and if you're interested, here we go. So the main things that we learned in this episode is that when you go, right, I guess wherever you end up with, again, I'm not 100% sure, but it's like some sort of embodiment of, I guess, either strong emotion, strong desire, and whatever side of the fence you're gonna land on, it either goes very well in that regard or very, very bad in that regard. That's what I'm assuming. This is what that's like in this universe, in this story. But we learned that. We also found out that not was it Kristen's book? I think, yeah, Kristen's book was involved. No, not Kristen's. This was whose book? This was Adine's, I think. It was either Adine's or Kristen's book was involved in what was in the corn. It could have corrupted the corn. I think that there was like the book was either tampered with or there was just some crazy spell that went out of whack. But judging by like what happened with the faculty and everything, I'm pretty sure somebody from the faculty might have tampered with it, and that's why what happened. And I'm assuming that Porter may be in on it because he didn't seem surprised. But maybe he's like some sort of undercover. Maybe he's undercover. Oh. What if there's somebody on this faculty like Porter who might be an undercover detective working with Riz's mom, and he's on the inside, and the reason he's not surprised is because he knows that there's a lot of shady stuff going on. Maybe, I don't know. There's, I just grasp at straws. I think about a lot of things. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm not, but that would be a cool plot point. Yeah. What if like Riz goes to his mom and his mom already knows, and you come to find out that the reason that she knows about what's been going on is because she's got somebody on the inside. Maybe they haven't solved it yet just because they don't have enough info, that would be cool. But yeah, we met Jason, we met Porter. At least Vice Principal Goldenhorn is on the kids' side. He's trying to help them out while he's upset, whatever. At least maybe he's trying to help them out. And we'll see what happens with Riz staying in the caf. Hopefully he's able to find something out and stay hidden, get a little bit more information that he can bring back to the crew or to his mom or whatever. But no, this is really good. Either way, very interesting. We'll see what happens with Jace, Porter, and Riz, I'm sure, throughout the rest of this episode. But either way, if there's anything I missed, you guys let me know. Anything you want to add, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night. Stay safe. And I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace.